I went to my friend's celebration of life about 3 days ago, and it was the most beautiful, cleansing, happy, sad, bittersweet event that I've ever gone to. My big regret is not getting up and saying something at her celebration of life. After her family shared stories that were so good, they invited friends to go up and say something about Doreen. I wanted to so bad, but I was chicken. It's too late for me to say goodbye to Doreen in front of everyone there, but it's not too late for you. Try not to let what you think people think of you get in the way. It's your ego, and it's normal. That's why everyone, like the majority of people, their number one fear is of public speaking. Don't let your fear of judgment or what people think get in the way. How do you do that? You remember that they're going to want to know how that person made you feel. And that's the most important thing that will come through if you're able to share what you really think and feel about the person that you lost. You only have this one chance to say goodbye in front of a community of people who really love and want to remember the person. You may be able to go back later in a blog post or YouTube or to the friends or the family and say, this is what Doreen meant to me. But it's not the same as when you're all grieving as a community together. This is your chance to say what you really think and feel. Don't waste it. Don't do what I did and sit in the corner. Although I should say that I was literally as far away from the front microphone as you could get. I was literally in the back corner, stuck behind all these people, and to get out, I would, excuse me, I'm sorry, pardon me, and it wouldn't have been easy for sure, and that was part of what was holding me back. And that goes back to the first thing. It was the ego. Like, I was scared of what people would think if I took more than 1 second to teleport all the way up to the front and say what I thought. And that kind of leads to number 3, is I wasn't prepared. I had never been to a celebration of life. I didn't realize that people could just get up and share. You have a chance to prepare. If you're searching YouTube for what do you say at a friend's celebration of life, gotta say it, you've got no excuse. You have time to prepare. Even if the celebration of life is in 2 hours, you have time to at least think that, you know what, I'm going to be nervous. I'm going to not know what to say. It's going to feel really awkward. I might cry. And that leads me to number 4. So many people at Doreen's celebration apologized for their tears. I'm sorry I'm crying. I'm sorry. And then I realized they're apologizing for love. They're apologizing because they felt overwhelmed and consumed by how much love they felt for her. And it's not something that you need to apologize for. It's an expression of deep love and compassion and just spirit. 5th point I wanted to make was that, okay, I'm in here in Hinton, and I actually was at a wedding here about 25 or maybe 30 years ago. And the bride got up, my friend Carlene. Her mom died giving birth to her, but her mom's twin sister raised her. And so Carlene sort of welled up in tears, and she's like, my mother bore me and her sister raised me. And it was so beautiful. I still get shivers at the thought. And it wasn't just the idea that one sister gives birth and the other sister raises the child. It was her, Carlene's feeling and her genuine gratitude and the love and the joy that she felt. So the practical idea for what to say at a friend's celebration of life or memorial is to share a story. Is something as little as you guys were both reaching for an orange at the same time, and then you both grabbed it and it split apart and squirted in the air, and somebody got lemon juice in their eye from this orange. The point isn't the story. It doesn't matter what story you tell or what impact you think it'll have. The point is, what does it mean to you? Because if it means something to you, it's going to mean the world to the person who is listening to it. One of the people that are listening to it is the spirit and the soul and the heart of the person that you lost. So you're sitting at the celebration of life, and that person is there hovering. And I know that Doreen was there in spirit. And whoever you lost is going to be there in spirit too. So even if the story that you share makes sense to only you and that person, know that there are at least 2 people who understand it and who get it and who are going to be deeply affected by it. You and her or him or them. Even if you don't say anything, it's okay. Even if you say something and it doesn't work out the exact way you planned, it's okay. It's all okay. It's all okay. Take good care of yourself because you are worth taking good care of. Mwah! From Hinton, Alberta.